Good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George Molly, and I am here in front of the Universe in Union Square and on Universe TV talking in about the situation in what's coming up about Earth. So, as I was saying before, and that's the audience I have here, is that in the professional, this movie, and the girl, and he goes in there and saves that girl. And gets out of it. Now, in there's three alternate endings to that movie. I want you all to know that so that and when you understand what's going on right here, we have three alternate endings. At least that's what everything that we do. Now, getting back to professional and 85 bajillion people. Okay, so now for each and every one of our worlds in the procreation data, because of all the gaps of existence in the human race in there, we got kind of sprinkled out across quadrillions and quadrillions of worlds, and which uh, there are gaps of up to 150 million to 250 million or more garden worlds in which the human race was not procreated across all. So for each and every one of our worlds of 75 billion, we have about 150 million to 250 million worlds each, a garden planet that we need to clean up. So in there is the legacy of mankind. Legacy of mankind is what we built here, eventually leaks out in the current state with the disappearance of people into a poisonous mess that eventually kills the planet. So there has to be a cleanup there. And that's already at some level started on its way in that before the ring was created, that was made aware. And then so on the way out of the procreation of the world, gave the message of that, that those worlds should be cleaned up coming up from that in and out of there. So what ends up happening is I get 150 million garden worlds, right, in which Mother Nature's taken over, and there's another 150 million worlds in which it's about halfway done, let's just say, for each one of the planets. Okay, so yes, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, you testing? Yeah. So as I said, for all of those worlds, it means that for everything we have here, I got 250 million extras for the human race. So I was doing some really fucked up shit as a prankster. So one of those is a documentary called Costco. It is here where they went in the time we were trying to steal stuff out of Costco, right? And I let them go in, right, and take everything. But when they went in to do that, that was down one world, right? And when they walk out, it goes back to where they came from, right? So I started, they thought they were ripping off Costco, and I was just filling back up Costco stock and inventory from Planet's Down World. Right? So you have to see that documentary. It's very good. Anyways, getting back to what's going on here with the Space Time Navigators Guild and War is the quarantine thereof, man, and the disruption thereof, the Beatmaker engine, and with that, the atomic antimatter and biological wars of Armageddon all being now over, we got to keep them over and doing a review thereof of making sure that here in San Francisco remains the center of the known universe. So the Everest has chosen San Francisco for home of the universe, as well as the four winds of the sands of time, making a balance point in and around here, which runs at the same exact time dilation thereof of the entirety of the ring of ring world that surrounds our universe. Okay, so that provides the TARDIS, a common day, a common presence across all of the universe at one day. So the point being about it is that I got kind of stuck handing out garden planets to people to accommodate the crash down in the fifth dimension of 85 quadrillion people. They're not going to all land on one planet, okay? So as time goes on from this present to that present, these people come back into existence, and due to the fact not all landing here, a procreation of Gaia, which I've done, in a sense, I get to take one person, one life saved from here, and that gives me a planetary win. And I put them over here in one of these garden planets that's already been cleaned up, right? That has Mother Nature there, and magically all the buildings and everything, and magically all the people. I'm recording, brother. Mankind inevitably interfere. So, as I was saying, right, I've got all these garden rooms available to me, right? I take one person from here, and he gives me a planetary win, and I put them over there, and boom, magically, because there's no upstairs of that world, right? They came down and changed it so that Hitler won, right? Makes it so that the history, in a sense, goes back to the way it was with me, in a sense, as a template from 1945 to the present, as a lifeline from World War II to the present. So this is information that concerns us all, and I'm trying to document it as best I can at the same time on recording, but as well as telling the sentience in the world around me and the universe, TV, and more. So in there, we have me, content. Content like you would not believe. I'm the most famous man in all of human history, and it's just going to come down the pipe at some point. So you can find this. Search for Google on a space-time navigator's diary, and right there at the top, and let's start going from there. So back to what I was saying about me taking one person, putting him over there, and what happened between 1945 to the present didn't. Okay? And 9 billion people magically returned that on that world, and I get to do that 3 times a day on 3 new worlds. And the disaster that was once Armageddon and before math and aftermath, right? With all the people now diverged off to those 3 worlds, doesn't happen. So I get to do this 3 times a day and send the planet on already having into Armageddon, in which I'm the only thing that comes out, and I plant a seed after that. Once again, my name is Douglas. Until it's mine, I'm Influence Dr. Truth, the President of the United States of America, the United Federated Galaxies and Planets President, and Emperor of Planet X and Earth. And I am Emperor's Guide to Emperor John Cleese. Have a good day, everyone.